Hello everybody, and welcome. Welcome to another Monster Hunter video. My name is Ristretto, and tonight we're going to be playing some Heavy Bowgun here in Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. When I was last talking with y'all, I had just finished up Village 4-star and Hub 2-star. We'd cleared all those quests, and since then, I've taken on and cleared both the urgents. So I took on Yan Garuga in Village, and I took on Astalos in the Hub. And when I was choosing what weapons to use for those, I was doing these clears offline, I wasn't recording, I just checked my guild card, and I saw that there were a few weapons that were looking a little low. Weapons like Insect Glaive, Bow, Heavy Bowgun. And so I decided to use Heavy Bowgun for Astalos. I hadn't really thought too much about it, but I was like, that'll be an interesting matchup. Little did I know, Astalos with Heavy Bowgun, especially guild-style no arts Heavy Bowgun, actually pretty difficult. I did actually clear that quest, so I am now HR3, but it was such an engaging and interesting and difficult matchup that I wanted to try and record it for you guys in a video here. And that was 3 recording attempts ago. Even though I got the clear in the hub, I've tripled to him 3 more times since then. So what we're going to be doing this evening is giving another shot to that quest, starting off in Kokoto Village here, just because it feels like it fits the theme. So, we have a couple different heavy bowguns I was choosing from for this. The first one is the Nargacuga heavy bowgun, which lets us siege fire Pierce 1. And the other bowgun is the Najarala heavy bowgun, which lets us siege fire Normal 2. We're not going to be doing a bunch of siege fire, but that's one of the ways I was looking at these guns. You can see in the comparison view there that the Najarala Bite Blaster is a little bit higher raw and gives me some extra defense, but doesn't have quite as much affinity as the Nargacuga weapon. I ended up going with the Bite Blaster for my first clear of this quest, or I guess of Astalos, not because of those things, but because of the size of the clips. If you look at the Pierce 1 clip, and Pierce 1's like one of the main damage-dealing ammunitions you'll be using with that Nargacuga bowgun, it's only got two shots. And trying to balance that or Pierce 2 while Astalos is flying around trying his best to just destroy me was a little too much for my feeble bowgunning brain to handle, and so instead we're going with the Najarala Bite Blaster, and it's 7 normal 2 shots. That's a lot of nice shots, so we're going to be using that. We're also using our bowgun set, my latest bowgun set, which is Crit Eye 2, Herbology, and Combo Pro, and then as for what we're bringing with us, Normal 2, Normal 3, Pierce 1, Pellet, and Para, although we'll probably just be using Normal 2. I'll talk a little bit about that as we get into the quest here, but it fits this kind of quest pretty well. So, off to Burna's hub we go to embark on a new Astalos quest. The quest I did for the urgent clear was in Forest and Hills, but the quest we're going to do this evening is actually going to be the Fro Shizzle request quest in the marshlands. This is from the Funky Feline. Oh baby, I just had the grooviest idea. Using an Astalos' lightning to style the ultimate fro. That's right, so hit the marshlands and do your thing for me, baby. And do our thing, we shall try. I've talked about this in my other recording attempts at this, but I've had a pretty good time, even though this has been a rather difficult matchup. It's fun to be at a point in the game, and it's fun to have a game where some monsters are just tougher for some weapons than others. That's still true even in the modern Monster Hunter games, but I think the further you go back, the more pointed those instances are. And in this game, you have some interesting ones where Astalos may have been designed, at least in part, with some arts and styles usage. It sure would be nice to have Absolute Evade, or to have the Valor Sheath, or the Adept Dodge to get through some of its larger attacks, but just Guild No Arts, we don't have those, and so we have to go back to some heavy bowgunning basics. How many shots can I get off safely in this opening? How attentive do I have to be in order to not accidentally miss this opening where I need to roll or need to sheath, that kind of thing. So off we go. Here's hoping. This is my 4th attempt at this recording tonight, so here's hoping that we can hang in there against this Astalos. Here's hoping my voice hangs in there. And here we go. So he has a variety of moves, right? And some of them aren't really that difficult. They don't really give us too much trouble. His grounded moveset is pretty tame. His projectiles are kind of interesting. It definitely took me some time to get used to those. Oh god. But his aerial moveset, including that slam he just started the match with, That's where things have been getting rough for me. Dude, he did it again. This guy's insane. Let's see if we can't get him to do some grounded moves. There we go. Yeah, these slams I can handle. They give us some nice openings to line up some shots and reloads. I can iframe through some of them or out position around them pretty safely. That aerial moveset is a menace. Dude, he loves this move. That's crazy. So, you might have noticed, we blocked the roar a minute ago. We have a shield on our Heavy Bowgun. I've occasionally used shield on HBG in the past, but it's been a lot of years since I last did. Like, it may have been actually like 2 or 3 years since I last did a hunt with HBG shield. We brought it for some of those aerial attacks. He has a couple different versions of those aerial slams where he jumps up in the air and then comes down with just a huge attack. And they actually do prove pretty useful for that. But what I'd forgotten about HBG Shield is that it's kind of a double-edged sword where, because it just sort of happens automatically, it's not like you hold down a block button and then it shields. It just happens. If you're not committed to shooting or reloading at the time, you'll automatically block an attack. And that means that if there's an attack that has a bunch of multi-hits, Astalos has a couple of those, then you can actually get your whole health chunked. And so with the shield, there's actually a couple openings where we can get one shot that we wouldn't get one shot if we didn't have the shield on. And so that's something we have to be a little careful at. A little bit careful of. I've also gotten actually like locked in place by like a Hornitar, like one of the little bugs that walks along the ground. I've had one of those kind of bump into me repeatedly and just lock me in place, which especially when there's this guy running around the area. Pretty scary stuff. Yeah, these slams I'm feeling pretty good about. And yeah, we'll see what happens here on this particular attempt. There was an attempt I had earlier where I immediately carded to 2 instances of his aerial slams in the first like 2 minutes of the quest. So this is already better than that. That's rough. We're staying the heck down on the ground for that. And then we're sheathing, and we're going to take a few opportunities to heal. I like normal 2 for this matchup for a couple of reasons. For one, his hit zones kind of suck a lot of the time, so it's helpful to not be piercing through bad hit zones a chunk of the quest. Oops. But also, there's just a little bit of it that's just kind of point and shoot. We're really close to him here. We can just point right at his head and click, and there we go. We didn't have to aim down sights to do that. And I find that to be a little useful sometimes. We're gonna have to block this again. I find that to be useful in some scenarios where there's so much going on, you don't really want to have to worry about aiming down sights and lining up the perfect pierce angle for every single shot. So normal's pretty nice. That aerial slam that he just hit us with twice there, that is the primary reason I have the shield on. The other one, the multiple aerial slam, the multi-aerial slam, I can get out of the way of pretty consistently. And if you get hit by one of the attacks, it's just getting hit by one of the attacks of it. But that one where he goes straight up in the air and comes slamming back down, that one, if you sheath right as it comes out, like right when he first makes the sound effect and goes up, you can Superman dive it, but it's like really tight. I was surprised. For other weapons that are more mobile, you might also be able to just run out of the way of it, but Heavy Bowgun has a hard time. I'm sure skills like evasion +1 or evade window, or sorry, not evade window, evade distance, would make that a lot more consistent. But I don't have those right now, and so we're making do with what we've got. One of the options that was easy for me to set up is shield, and so we're learning about what shield Heavy Bowgun is like again. Here comes that attack again. It almost seems impossible that you can sheath and Superman that, but you can. You just gotta be kind of cracked. And obviously not already committed to another option. Oh. Gonna get caught by that roar. 1, 2. Oop, out of shots. Sometimes if I get a little too focused in, I do miss them. Out of ammo. What's next? What are we doing here? Kelby! One of the areas in Forest and Hills where you do the first quest against him had a bunch of freaking Bolfongos. And they were just nightmares for this quest, or for Astalos rather. We're just blocking this. Thankfully, he does taunt after every time he does that, so it's pretty easy to sheath and heal any shield chip damage you just took. There we go. He's exhausted now. That's good news for us. We're actually going to try sieging. That could have hit us. I thought that didn't work when he was exhausted, but nope. These wings are really not great hit zones. I was trying to see if you could reload a siege. It does not look like you can. The wings are not great hit zones, but we do want to actually get the brakes on them eventually, and he was facing the other way from us, so we're just going to take the damage opening. Heavy Bowgun's an interesting mixture of bringing the right shots, knowing where to shoot, and then also getting enough shots on those areas. And so in that case, we opted to get some more shots downrange. Could I have repositioned and shot the head? Maybe. This is going okay so far. I haven't carded, so like, I don't know. Could be worse. And he's still exhausted, so we're gonna go for another siege. There we go. Well, now he's raged. Initially, I found his projectiles to be like as bothersome as Zenogre's, where I just like always invariably managed to walk into them no matter what. If I was trying to evade them, I would like evade directly into them, but I did get used to them, and I don't feel quite so badly about that now. Oops. I don't like this positioning we're in right now. Alright, so what's he gonna do in the air? Shoot that. I don't trust you. Nice, still in crit distance. That's the other thing that's nice about normal shot is like, holy crap, you do not have to worry about crit distance. Which is very handy on a quest like this. Now granted, Astalos, it does feel like you actually want to stay in an area that's not super close and not super far away from him. Like probably like 2 or 3 rolls away from him is kind of, it feels like the sweet spot for positioning, where he won't constantly do his ranged moves against you or anything weird like that. So it would be okay for Pierce 1, I think, but normal 2 feels like an okay fit to me. Got the wing break before the head break. Well, barely. Getting the breaks is a good sign, though. Pleased to see that. Oops. Nice, got the roll. I've tried to do that consistently through the hunts tonight, and I've only gotten it a few times, so it feels good to get that. Nice. Right into siege. I should have known that was greedy. All 3 part breaks this quick is not bad. That means we're getting lots of nice shots on them. When I killed this guy in the first hub quest, it was right around 20 minutes, 25 minutes, I think. So if we can do it that quickly, we'll be in good shape. Wyvern tier, nice. That's actually the subquest for this quest, is to deliver one of these. He's probably gonna go to area 4. Let's pay attention to where that circle on the ground moves. Yeah, area 4. Okay, we'll meet him there. We'll drop this off in the box. This is going probably the best it's gone all evening for me, so I'm feeling happy. Just gotta keep it up, stay diligent. We'll make it, hopefully. He goes to area 4 to eat, so we are actually... excuse me. We are actually giving him a chance to eat and regenerate some of his health here. That'll be okay, though. That gave us a chance to get some more potions and heals ourselves. And gives me a chance to drink some water. Which, after like an hour and a half of recording attempts at this, I could use. Alright, hello, buddy. Oh, oops. I dodged the wrong way there. Oh boy. We're okay, though. We're okay. Yeah, that move there, the multi-slam, feels like you can dodge it just fine, unless there's some janky environmental interactions. Sometimes if it's like he tries to back up for that move and he backs up against a wall or something, then all of a sudden it comes out at like a weird angle or it comes out much closer to you and you just get destroyed, even if you're spamming rolls like crazy. He can go for his tail attack. Sometimes he'll go for a head bop after that, but not this case. Maybe his head has to be charged for that. Oops. He does have quite a few taunts in his moveset as well. I was thinking about that earlier tonight. Whew. I have a friend named Fish Kebab who doesn't like taunts in monster movesets in a lot of occasions, and I wonder what they thought about Astalos. Or if maybe this is where things started to go wrong in their opinion, design-wise, with taunts. Yeah, I was gonna say that one's gonna catch us. We didn't move out of the way early enough. We actually got yeeted all the way out of the area. You know what, Astalos? I don't normally do this, but if you're gonna excuse us, then we'll take advantage. And back in we go. No! I was trying to roll to the side there. I shouldn't have gone for the cheeky aerial reload there. Not with him raged like this. was the improper evade. Wrong direction there, but we're gonna be okay. That's boy. That's boy. Alright, oh, I forgot to paintball him again. He's probably up to area 6. We'll have to make sure that we paintball him when we get up there. Oh, my goodness. Didn't even feel like I was that close to him. Well, starting to chew into our personal potion supply here. Oh, I missed. No, I didn't miss. Yay. He's gonna do his tail attack. Yep. And then he should land. Yeah. Nice. Yikes. Yep. Very scary, that attack. Is he limp already? Oh, heck yeah. This is a good attempt. We take those. We've gotten enough shots downrange. Oops. I should be careful. Oh no. Whew. Barely got out of the way of that. Is he gonna taunt? No. Slam, heal. We take those. Slam, heal. Alright, that should be good enough. Slam, unsheath. Yeah. So the reason I chose to just eat that is that if I tried to block that, it would actually have been worse for us. Blocking it, it actually hits you through your shield, and then he chews the rest of your health down and kills you. So I'll take the one hit instead of getting one shot. Or at least all the way KO'd. There he goes. A little bit of last area or second to last area jitters here. Uh-oh. Yeah. Man, just eating so much in this area. One. All right, come on. Nice. Oop. Ran out of bullets, got too excited. Oops. Woo! Wow, I'm shocked that worked. Ouch. Huh, shock. Just in case, yeah. Sometimes he can be a little weird with the hitbox for that move. His like whole body becomes one, not just the wing that comes down at you. Okay, and now he's exhausted. We can heal up, so we're gonna be safe. It's so funny to see him come and attack you like a Kutku or a Rathian when he's exhausted. He also does just the old school double tailspin when he's exhausted as well. And there we have it. Nice. Astalos with Heavy Bowgun. That took me quite a few attempts. He almost got us with that last little attempt too. Or that last attack too. Oh man, my voice is going, so it's a good thing that we did this. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'm looking forward to recording some more HR3 and Village 5-star hunts soon. Some classic bow gunning was done this day. Not a whole lot of sieging, not a whole lot of fanciness, just a whole lot of normal 2. I'll see you guys next time for some more. Until then, I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your week, your weekend. Hope you have some happy hunting if you're playing Monster Hunter. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye, and good night.